Less than P class equals data end equals 390, data start equals 84 greater than. Alright, let's talk about the Valencia versus Espanyol game. A match that had way more than just 3 points riding on it. We're not just talking about two teams trying to climb the La Liga EA Sports 2024-2025 table. This was a grudge match with emotional baggage, especially for the visiting Espanyol side. Less than PA class equals data end equals 797. Data start equals 392 greater than the game ended 0-0. But the storyline runs far deeper than the scoreboard. Let's rewind a bit. Almost 2 years ago, Espanyol's fans experienced heartbreak at Mestalla. It was May 2023, and a controversial refereeing decision led to a 2-2 draw that mathematically sealed their relegation. That pain hasn't been forgotten. In fact, the Catalan club made it clear before the match. Less than M data end equals 797, data start equals 772, greater than, Mestalla owes us 1. Less than P class equals data end equals 1219. Data start equals 799 greater than. And that context made the pre-match atmosphere electric. Both teams stepped onto the pitch level on points 38 each, with Valencia slightly ahead on goal difference. But Espanyol has a game in hand, giving them a psychological edge. Valencia came in riding a 7-match unbeaten streak, while Espanyol had strung together 3 straight wins without conceding a goal. Something had to give, but in the end, it didn't. Less than P class equals data end equals 1621. Data start equals 1221, greater than the game itself was KG. The rain stopped just before kickoff, and under the floodlights of Mestalla, both squads showed grit rather than glamour. Valencia had more of the ball, but couldn't convert their possession into real threats. Espanyol defended solidly, and, while their attacks were rare, they were calculated. This wasn't a pretty match, but it was intense. A proper dogfight for survival. Less than P class equals data end equals 1933. Data start equals 1623, greater than. Statistically, it all points to how even these sides are. Valencia hasn't beaten Espanyol in 5 straight league encounters, with the last 4 ending in draws. This marks the first time they've gone 5 in a row without a win against them. Not the kind of history the home fans were hoping to see extended. Less than P class equals data end equals 2364. Data start equals 1935 greater than. Interestingly, both teams have shown improvement in the second half of the season. Espanyol especially has looked rejuvenated under Manolo Gonzalez, who was recently named La Liga's Manager of the Month. His side's resilience was clear, especially with several key players missing due to injury. And while Valencia also had some notable absences, like Sadiq through suspension, they still managed to put out a competitive squad. Less than P class equals data end equals 2617. Data start equals 2366 greater than. At this stage of the season, every point counts. And this draw, while frustrating, could end up being crucial. Both clubs are eyeing that magic number, 42 points, that usually secures La Liga safety. They're not there yet, but they're inching closer. Less than P class equals data end equals 294. 1 data start equals 2619 greater than. So yeah, no goals, no fireworks, but plenty of context and tension. It wasn't the kind of match that grabs headlines for its highlights, but for those who know the history and what's at stake, it was a gripping, emotionally charged 90 minutes. And with just a handful of games left, the race for survival is getting real. Stay subscribed for more videos.